Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Today we are finishing and continuing, I guess, the Nebula Hero Spotlight. So Nebula, we're playing her through all four of the different aspects. Ayo, Angus, how's it going? Playing through her through all four of the different aspects against, in this situation, the Mansion attack, so that we can get a understanding of how she plays, and then we're gonna capstone it all with a review later. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. How's everyone's weekend? How's everyone's weekend? I had family in and we did a lot of disc golf. We did 3 courses. I guess we did 4 courses, and I am very, very exhausted and sore. But it was a good time. It was always good to see family. Um, Alrighty, so today we have protection and aggression to play through. We played through justice and leadership last week, and leadership or justice, I think, is definitely her best. And I think today we actually have the two aspects that don't lend themselves as well to what Nebula is trying to do, and that's flip down so that she can get maximum benefit from playing her techniques as well as keeping her techniques on the table so she can get that passive benefits as well as not lose them because of her forced response combat protocols on her hero side. So if we're on our alter ego side, we don't have to discard any of the technique upgrades that we've played, and we get that passive benefit. There are a couple of interesting ways that you can play her in aggression, and we're going to start with protection because I think aggression's more exciting than protection is. But we're going to start her in protection, and I was trying to think of how we wanted to structure this deck, and if people have suggestions, let me know. But I think what we're going to try and do is lean into a specific technique upgrade, which is her unyielding persistence, where she gets +1 attack and +1 thwart, bringing her up to a 3/3, and then working on always readying. And so, if we can do that, I think we're also going to play around with the symbiote suit and get that onto the table so she can have like a 4/4. And then, if we can get that consistent readying, I think that may be a fun way to play her in protection because I don't think she really wants to be defending, and she does not want to be in hero form always. So that takes out a lot of the perfect defense strategies. And so yeah, I think that's what we're gonna try. And chat. Angus, I've been diving into Arkham Edge of the Earth and loving it. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I'm glad. I need to replay it. I did not have the best time with it. I think when I played through it with Jason D20, we didn't bring enough mobility, and I think that really hindered and tainted our view of the expansion. But I need to play through it again and bring someone who can move a lot, and I think that will make the experience a lot better. But I'm glad you're hearing it. Hanging on for the new Marvel Champions expansion. Nice, nice. That's all. Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for next evolution. I'm gonna get to play it a week from Thursday. Week from Thursday. Nice. Fodder Arkham is better than everything. Nice. Play way more champions these days. Champions is just so easy to get to the table. And guess yeah, I went the other way around. Pumped through Marvel Champions now on the Arkham train. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Josh, hey Nelson, just at midnight here in Australia. Gonna curl up in bed and hopefully fall asleep to your gameplay. More likely gonna be entertained and not sleep. Hey, well, hope you are doing well and hope you sleep well. Alrighty, let's talk about protection. Um, I guess let's talk about basics. So the where this deck is going to fall apart is thwarting, because we do want to be flipping down to maintain that +1 attack. We also want to be using our lethal intents to shuffle those, or not our lethal intents, I'm sorry, combat ready. Yeah, combat readies, to be shuffling those unyielding persistences back into our deck so we can consistently have that +1/+1 turned on. Um, so with that being said, the villains are going to be scheming more than they are going to be attacking, and protection doesn't have a lot of tools to deal with that. And so we're going to be running, I think, a fairly heavy ally deck as well. And we're going to be using our basics to attack, thwart, and our allies to chump and thwart. So, with that being said, the best one of those out there is, oh, you guys are both from Melbourne? That's awesome. That's fun. Is the Professor. So, let's go ahead and grab Professor X. He actually does give us access to the confuse that we do need in order to flip down, and so that's nice. I also like that protect or that um what am I saying? I like that aggression has confused. I like how that aggression has confused. But justice has confused. Leadership and protection do not yet. But I do think that we are at some point going to get that. Okay, so we got Nick, we got Professor X, we got our doubles. That's going to be the 5 cards. We got 20 more to go. And I want to lean into the Guardian allies just because they are so incredibly powerful. The Guardian allies are really, really strong. And so let's go ahead and grab. Sorry, I just saw Mockingbird and I was like, that could also be work really well because of our ability to like stop an activation for the the Brotherhood villains because they do nasty stuff when they activate. So I actually may bring along a Mockingbird, and it's gonna look, I think, very. The deck is gonna look very great. But let's grab Groot for minions, Rocket for minions, which also helps with thwarting. I don't know if we need the Drax. I think Drax may be a little overkill, but Gamora is just an excellent. Oh, we can't run Gamora. Haha, just kidding, because we have a Gamora already in here. We have Gamora here, so we cannot run Gamora, which honestly may be one of the bigger weaknesses of Nebula because the Gamora basic is so powerful. Um, anything over here that we want? Not necessarily. We do want the symbiote suit. I'm gonna run that. We'll run Shake It Off. I forgot about Shake It Off, but yeah, we'll run Shake It Off. Symbiote suit there, and symbiote suit. We're looking already at 3, 4, 5 basic allies. So we may want to lean into the power in all of us play. We're kind of looking 8 to 10 targets for that. So let's bring out a Mockingbird. I think that's going to be a nice. Our Blocking Bird is going to be nice to have in the deck, mainly just to stop the activation. It's not good to have those Brotherhood minion or villains attack. So Blocking Bird does that. We do have Nowhere. We're not playing a ton of Guardian allies really. It's Groot and Rocket. So we may put some more of them in there, but not right now. We have Kit. Kit is gonna be good. We're gonna grab Kit because we're gonna be up to like that 4, potentially 5. I think that Always Ready and Kit helps us do that. And then also it is a target for Power of All of Us, so you can sync Power of All of Us into Kit in order to stand up. So dual purpose there. TBE, no, Across the Spider Verse. Sometimes it's always nice to just like walk through these methodically because I will forget about cards and just like kind of get locked into specific cards, and sometimes I just forget about them. We could go Helicarrier or Mansion. Let's go ahead and grab Power. I think we're fine with leaning into that at this point, and we'll go Helicarrier. I have a ton of Helicarriers. I don't need to pull it out of the binder. We got Helicarrier here, and we may go Mansion because getting that turn 1 Mansion drop, and then once we have the symbiote suit, that's 7 hand size when we're in altar. No, 8 hand size when we're altar because it'd be the Avengers plus the 1 from symbiote. But that's 2, 4, 6, 8 with Kit as a sync. And so we are probably good on gray cards to satisfy what we would want to see for power in all of us. Um, We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 5. And then also we could go a little bit lower because we do plan on having that higher hand size. And so the power in all of us has a higher likelihood of being paired with something that it can be utilized to its full potential. But I do think we'll run a mansion. I have come around. I used to not run a lot of mansions, but mansion I just think is really good. Drawing cards in a card game is good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so let's jump over here to our green. Any I don't think I realized Charlie 27 was a guardian. Hey, hey! Fish. I need I pushed my monitor back because I was messing with my camera stuff and now I can't read it. Fish gutted, I think. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. Starhawk is interesting. When he takes down G equal to his printed hit points, Jocasta is not here. We don't need Jocasta. Moondragon. Iron Fist. Iron Fist is not a horrible call. Let's grab Ironheart. Ironheart is Ironheart is a very good card. And I've leaned away from running her in a lot of decks just because I think she is really good, but let's throw her in this deck. We got Martyr. No, the Guardian green allies are not super great. We're not going explicitly for. I guess we'll go Starhawk. You add him to your hand. That's nice. Starhawk is nice. Um okay, let's look at our readies at this point. So we can do Pin Down could be interesting, except no, I mean Pin Down is good, but Brotherhood punishes you for having more minions on the table based on the treacheries, so maybe we don't want to run Pin Down. Hey, been watching your YouTube stuff for a while. It's really helped your Marvel champion. Oh, I'm so happy. That's awesome. Thank you for telling me that. That's so fun. That's so fun. Do you have a favorite hero that you like to play? And then we're also going to. Are there any Guardian only stuff? I mean we got Shake It Off, which may honestly be too much tough because Nebula does get a couple. No, that's 4 toughs per deck pass. We should be fine. So yeah, with our toughs and our allies, we should be completely fine when it comes to damage mitigation. We have a lot of allies. We have 4 toughs per deck pass with the 2 techniques. I think we should be fine. Your favorite is always your most recently nice. I love that answer. That's a good answer. Most recently, Ant-Man. Oh, such a good hero. He is so much fun. I want to break Ant-Man back out. The last time I played Ant-Man was over on One Stop Co-op Shop when we did the game against Ultron. Ant-Man is just he's so much fun. We're gonna grab a couple What Doesn't Kill Me's for standing up. And then we're gonna check how many cards we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we got 4 more spots for cards. Med team is interesting. We could go med team just to keep some of our allies alive. I would rather kind of keep the cost in green a little bit lower because we do have a fairly expensive gray portion of the deck. And so if we can keep our cost protection green event in your disc, we're going to go defensive training. I don't run defensive training. And so this I think is a good time for us to try this out. So defensive trainer, defensive training is alter ego action. Exhaust this card, remove 1 training counter, and choose a protection green event in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck. And so that can shuffle in our What Doesn't Kill Me. Plus, it's just a support we can put onto the table. And since we're going to be in altar fairly frequently, it'll be awesome. I didn't know you did a video with One Stop. Gonna have to track that video down for later. Yeah, it was. Ooh, when was that? That was probably a month ago. Probably a month ago. And so yeah, that was a fun video. I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, I really don't run the training cards, and so this will be fun. Is it a good card? I don't know. Who knows? Protective training. It's all the way in the back. Oh, defensive training. There we go. Nice, Nebula. She's in your top 40. Oh, jeez. She, I think, I don't remember who said it. It was like, Nebula, she is a hero. It's like, yes. That being said, I have been enjoying Nebula a lot more recently. Like, since I played her. When did I play her? I don't know. But then again, last week, I played her in a multiplayer setting and really enjoyed her. And then playing her last week, I have really enjoyed Nebula. I have really enjoyed Nebula. Is anyone not in your 40 top 40? Ooh, Hangar Bay is interesting for Groot. Hangar Bay, after a ally defends against an attack and is not defeated, you can exhaust Hangar Bay to ready. And since Groot heals, so you can so you can take the attack of a minion, and typically we're looking to block with minions. Actually, also with that, we're probably gonna grab Victor Mancha, so reduce the amount of damage he takes from each attack by 1, and he can also be a hangar bayable target. And I think that's gonna do it for our 40 card deck. Soon when next drops, yeah. Oh my goodness. So I'm actually kind of curious, and I haven't been online recently. Just from is the camera going crazy with the focus, or is that just me? I like looked over and it looked like it was freaking out a little bit. Oh well. Um, yeah. So when next drops, I saw someone online post a picture that they had Next Evolution and Angel. Have we gotten clarification on if Angel is dropping in August with Next Evolution, or is that just I saw something about UPS is about to go on strike, and so maybe they've been shipping out product early, and it was just a store that sold something earlier than they should have. But I would be in that'd be interesting if Angel drops with Next Evolution, but not Psylocke. But I didn't get to investigate that too much, so I'm wondering if someone knows something about that. Awesome. So we got that shuffled up. Let's go ahead and roll a dice for our villain. We'll re-roll the 5. We're gonna take a blob. Blob. Victory 2. He's a 2/2. After Blob attacks and damages a character, stun that character. Gross. And he comes in tough. I thought Angel was meant to be with Psylocke and the hero pack was after next, but I haven't followed close. That's kind of what I thought. And so when I was surprised when I saw that um it was that someone had Angel already. We need a mod set. We need a mod set. Let's do Armadillo. I think Armadillo could be kind of fun because we can get piercing, and Armadillo with all of the tough status cards can, depending on when we draw and we get lucky slash be strategic about it, we could take out Armadillo. And also, I just haven't played Armadillo in a while, and Armadillo I think is a fun hero to play, or mod set to play against. It still says release date 9/22. Okay, so it does sound like it was a um, fluke or mistake or something. Not normal. Cool. Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for Next Evolution. I want to play it so badly. Was gonna say horror mod. Ooh, we'll do that next. We'll do horror next. I like horror. We'll do horror for the aggression. That'll be good. That's a good one. I'm gonna get that out so I don't forget. Though, come to think of it, I don't think anything of it at the time with my store. I ordered from Angel is available for pre-order before Psylocke. The website doesn't give it exact release. It just says Q1, Q2. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. I would love to have Angel early earlier. Okay, so setup. Put the save the school environment into place. Shuffle all copies of main scheme 2A and stack them under the scheme. Shuffle the villains together without looking. And then moon reveal. Deal each player a face-down encounter card. Advance to the next card in the main scheme. Let's roll a dice for this one. Got 4. Each character gains steady. Okay, so that'll be interesting. Western is your favorite mojo modulator to put in. Just love doing all that extra damage. Nice, yeah. Western is tough. Western with any sort of ally build can be really tough. I guess Starhawk kind of likes it, right? Because it takes 1 extra consequential on the attack, which he can attack and add them right back to your hand. But yeah, Western I think it can be absolutely brutal. We played Western. One of the Con of Heroes encounters was part of the what am I trying to say? Part of the campaign that they set up was Western Crossbones with the machine gun, and every instance of damage is increased, and so that machine gun just tore through us. It was, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Alrighty, we got evasive maneuvering, we got defensive training, we got combat ready, we got kit, cutthroat ambition, and power, and all of us to start out our opening hand. I really like this opening hand already. Right, we got cutthroat ambition. We got evasive maneuvering, which is a stun confuse. Everyone gains steady though. That's so tough. So I think we'll play evasive maneuvering over cutthroat ambition. I think we will probably mulligan the cutthroat ambition. We got a power in all of us for kit to drop that onto the table. Evasive maneuvering pays for itself. It's 2 effective costs. We'll get 2 cards when we play evasive maneuvering. I think combat ready is always just a solid card. Is there any building blocks that we absolutely need that we could run the risk of discarding? I don't think so. And honestly, combat readying would be fine because I want to probably not play Symbiote on first deck best. Probably second deck best is where we want to drop that. And so if we can combat ready, yeah, we'll be good there. And then defensive training and cutthroat ambition, we'll mulligan those. We got a Nebula ship, that's great, and a strength to pay for it. Beautiful. Crossbowing with Western does sound like a fun shoot. It was intense. It was intense. I feel like they need to release Punisher so we can have a proper shootout for that. Oh, that'd be really cool. That'd be really, really cool. I have always been curious how they would do Punisher. Like, I think that we are at some point going to get a Punisher like character or something like Punisher where they get decentivized for playing allies. So like the lone wolf type character. Punisher has an overkill mechanic. I think, yeah. And then like maybe each ally costs 1 more, but he's like super powerful on his own, or he gets boosted if he doesn't have allies in play or something. I think that would be a cool way to play that. Alrighty, let's go strength to play Nebula's ship. We're gonna use that resource to play an evasive maneuvering, which allows us to draw 2 cards. It's a unyielding persistence and a helicarrier. I may pass on kit now. Let's go combat ready. Let's do combat ready. We're going to discard cards until we discard a technique. Oh, Professor X is sad to see go. There goes our second copy of defensive training. Lethal intent. Uh-oh. Power in all of us. There it is. Cutthroat ambition. And resolve its special ability, which is remove 3. There we go. Punisher could discard allies. Oh, that would be cool. That'd be cool. He loses his overkill damage if he has an ally in play. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Or, like, yeah, if you discard an ally, you get a buff. Oh, it's like what if it's like repurposed for allies based on the cost of the ally? You get like X, where X is the cost of the ally. It could be plus stats, it could be card draw. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Ooh, yeah, that's sick. Okay, we're gonna use power in all of us and kit to go ahead and drop a Helicarrier. And we're going to use the Helicarrier to play the Unyielding Persistence. We're going to flip up to Nebula. We have a 3 attack with Piercing. We're going to knock the Tough off, and I forgot to set Blob's health at 19, but no, it's at 16. Sweet. So we're down to 16. We don't have a blocker, but we could take a hit. We get stunned when we do that. That's probably fine. Let's stand up. I'm happy with the build. I'm happy with the 2 resource generators on turn 1. There's Gamora, Genius. I would... White stance. Sweet. Okay, so Gamora allows you to choose a technique you have in play and activate the special whenever you play her. But the problem is we're going to lose all of these. Rocket is really good to see as well. And we got Starhawk. There's our allies. I like that. Let's go ahead and add 1 here. Blob is going to swing at us for 2 plus a boost card. We'll take it to the face. Plus 2, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're stunned. We have 2 encounter cards. Avalanche. And Armadillo. Great. Excellent. That's what you want. Oh my goodness. Okay then. Okay, Rocket is going to be prioritized to play this turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and, on our turn, give Nebula a tough status card. Boom. Got it. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Boom. Got it. Choose to either stun or confuse an enemy. We will confuse Blob, but he does have study because everyone has study in the atrium. So I'm actually not stunned as well. I've just made a protection aggro repurpose deck for Spider-Woman. Ooh, using hand cannons and energy barriers to scrap. That sounds really good, though. That sounds really interesting. Let me know how it goes, especially with hand cannons, because, you know, you get that overkill damage, and if you're playing a lot of those off-aspect cards, you can get pretty high in attack and, like, also kind of lean into that overkill, especially with Oh, I like that. That's a cool deck. Let me know how that goes. That seems really cool. Nice. Okay. Let's use a... Genius and Gamora is going to play a Rocket. Now, Genius and Helicarrier are going to play Rocket. Nebula's Ship and Gamora are going to play White Stance. No, I'm sorry, Starhawk. I like put it down. I was like, that's not right. Okay, we need to... We'll attack for 2, 4 here. So that's 6 total. 1 overkill on Blob. Taking him down to 15. Have we seen a... I love Spider-Woman. I regularly do a Defenders deck for her. Nice. That's a cool one. Have we seen a card or ability like Taskmaster's Photogenic Reflexes for heroes so they can reflect all the damage from... No, we have... Oh, well, I guess, like... Not exactly like that. I guess, like, toe-to-toe is similar to that, where you deal 5 damage, the villain attacks you. I think that's the closest that I can really think of. You can see Punisher doing something like taking a beating, but having a ability that also deal with the damage you've taken from, but you can't prevent the damage. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah. Deal damage. Yeah. That I like that. There's so many cool things you can do with this game. We're going to go ahead and attack with Starhawk. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this is tough. Do we knock the tough off? I don't think we do, because I think our main line of defense against Armadillo is getting piercing from Cutthroat Ambition. And I'm thinking that, you know, it's down here. So we need a combat ready, which we've only seen one of those. But if we get another combat ready, we can shuffle those 2 back in. And that solves Armadillo, because you discard all the tough status cards with piercing. You've been playing Marvel Snap and excited for how many cool heroes and villains you don't have yet? Nice. How is Marvel Snap going? I played for a weekend and then I stopped, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I assume they've expanded on it. I want a Moon Girl hero too. That'd be really cool. I want defenders. I want defenders. I want um Daredevil, Moon Knight, all that. Howard the Duck, that'd be great. um I'm trying to figure out if we want to flip down or stay up. I think we're going to I think we're going to flip down because I'm okay losing the main. So let's go ahead and flip down and we'll stand up. I do have a tough. No, we'll stay down because we're adding 4 plus a boost. So there's a chance we pop, but if we do, we do. We got Victor, Hanger Bay. What doesn't kill me? Ironheart. Combat ready. There it is. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Mockingbird. No. I probably should have hung on to White Stance. But here we are. Okay. I'm going to add 1 to the main. Free to play, but fun for just a quick game. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Blob is going to scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. 5. Oh, we don't lose. Sweet. Right? We added 4, 6. Yeah, we're at 6. And we get another tough status card over here. 4. 6. We're going to pull a immovable. Blob activates against you if he's not in play. Blob is going to scheme for 2 plus 2. That's going to pop. Reveal this card. And also, we're going to go ahead and add this. So we're at 2 seams in the main, or in the victory display. Champions needs their own cycles. Moon Girl with Dino, Vivian, Bronze, Spider Girl. Yeah, yeah. I reckon it could have some fun, unique experience. I absolutely think it could. Especially like Braun could also give you access to some Gamma cards, which would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, it'd be really fun. I just want Black Cat and Daredevil for me to be happy. I always have your other favorites: Hulk, strongest one there is, Cyclops, and Spider Man. Nice. Yeah, Black Cat, Black Cat being a favorite. That's cool. That's fun. Alrighty then. Um, it is our turn. We are actually now stunned, and Blob is now confused. So let's go ahead and play combat ready. We're gonna shuffle a Cutthroat Ambition and a okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 cards in our deck. We're gonna see. We're gonna go 2 Cutthroat Ambitions into the deck. I do want to do an Unyielding Persistence. We have another Unyielding Persistence already in the deck, and normally the way that I want the deck to function, I would shuffle the Unyielding Persistence in to get that bonus so we can get the readies, but I need to get rid of Armadillo, and so increasing the likelihood of me drawing into Piercing is the best way for me to do that, I think. So that's what we're gonna do. Uh, Shuffle 2 technique upgrades into your deck. Let's go. Let's go Helicarrier and Nebula ship to play Ironheart, which will draw us into a Symbiote suit. Is that worth playing? I don't think it's worth playing. We're gonna drop that on our next go through. Starhawk will go ahead and thwart 1 here, which will pop him back to our hand because we takes consequential equal to the same, and each character gets +1 attack. That's what we're looking at now. Yeah, we're gonna use a What Doesn't Kill Me, a Symbiote Suit, and a Starhawk to play a Mockingbird, which is going to stun Blob. After Mockingbird enters play, stun a character. And we're going to use Victor to play a Hangar Bay. Get that rocking and rolling. I think we're at 5. We're gonna flip up. We're going to attack to remove the stun. We'll oh wait, hold on. We got allies. Let's go 2-4 against Blob. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just start throwing some damage at the villain. That is the win condition. We can get there. And Rocket, I think we're gonna hang out with Rocket. I think Rocket's health, it needs to be protected a little bit. We got no ways to heal Rocket, and so I would rather keep him around so that he has a target or can thwart. And so I'm gonna preserve his health a little bit, and we'll stand up. Also, actually, the Courtyard and Rocket work pretty well together with um with like the +1 attack and getting overkill. So now he's attacking against minions at 5. That's pretty cool. And we're going to draw into a Weapons Master, a Weapons Master, a Energy, a Avengers Mansion, and a Cutthroat Ambition. There it is. Nice. Nice. Love that. Okay, we got a 1 here. Blob is stunned. Armadillo is going to swing at us for 3. We will block with Ironheart, and he gets another tough. I'm going to run out of tough statuses here. Yeah, Daredevil would be my favorite. Love to see the Kingpin expansion. Yes, and Elektra would be cool. Yeah. No, I went Jessica Jones. I really enjoyed the Jessica Jones TV show. I thought that was a ton of fun. I thought, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Um, there's just a lot. I know everyone wants Daredevil. I think Daredevil is going to be just such a huge hit, and like, Josh's channel, Get Up in Game, it's probably, Daredevil changed his name to Daredevil Exclusive Games. No, it's a good, yeah, it'd be good. We got Inferiority Complex. You can flip to Alter Ego form. We can choose to exhaust to remove this from a game. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna flip and exhaust. I'd much rather be an Alter Ego here. Much rather be an Alter Ego here. Now, Cutthroat Ambition does. Ooh, if we could get a way. Cutthroat Ambition, that actually does hurt. The exhaust hurts because we can't trigger Cutthroat Ambition. We can't do like an attack unless we draw into something. And we have What Doesn't Kill Me. We got 1 of those. We got 2 of those. So we do have another What Doesn't Kill Me. So what makes Daredevil so popular? Never really been a huge fan. I don't know. I think he's just. I think he's cool. Like I don't necessarily know what makes him so popular. I think the blind is a really cool like kind of like way to do it. Um, but yeah, I don't know if there's any one thing that makes him super popular. I also know that he's like a lot of people in Champions are like he's one of the most pictured heroes in cards that is not a hero yet, and so I think that also leads into it a little bit. A Defender's deck build is quite actually strong and helps the wait for Del. Yeah. Okay. Let's use a Helicarrier to play a Cutthroat Ambition. That's going to draw us a What's Beautiful and a Lethal Intent. Oh, that actually works as well. The Lethal Intent works as well because we can Weapons Master. Okay. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? I think I would rather Weapons Master than play the What Doesn't Kill Me. And then if we do that, we can actually get the Mansion on the table. If we get the Mansion on the table, we can draw a card. Nebula, yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so let's use a Energy, a What Doesn't Kill Me, and a Weapons Master to play Avengers Mansion. We'll use Avengers Mansion to draw into a Shake It Off. Perfect. We will flip up to Hero form. We will use Nebula's Ship to play Weapons Master. And then we will use Shake It Off to play Lethal Intent. We'll trigger the deal 4 damage to an enemy. We do have Piercing, so we discard all the tough status cards. And then we will deal 4 damage here. We got 2, 4. Beautiful. And then we will have Rocket go ahead and swing for 5 with 1 overkill to Blob. And that takes care of Armadillo. and we're feeling a lot better about our lives. Blocking Bird is going to swing for 2. 1, 2. And we will stand up. I'm happy with that. I'm I'm really happy with that play. Okay, and Nebula's still tough. We got 2, 4, 5. We're about to deck out, which is kind of good because we're built up at this point, and so I'm ready for that symbiote suit to come back around. Also, I didn't think about with the courtyard having the +1 attack. Now at a symbiote suit plus a unyielding persistence, we have a 4 attack, which is pretty fun. And the symbiote suit takes us to a 5. Speaking of, oh, I think this is our unyielding persistence, right? And 1. I'm actually just gonna check. It is not. Hold on. Okay. So I'm missing a card. Because I did that last stream. I was missing a card. Okay. Unyielding persistence there. I think we have 2 of those, right? Or do we only have 1 of those? We have 8. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we only have 1 unyielding. Okay. That makes more sense. But we do have all of our techniques. I left a weapons master in the box last stream. Alrighty, so we got 1 here. Blob is going to attack. We'll block with Blocking Bird. 2 plus 2. It's going to be Blocking Bird and Stun. And then our encounter card is going to be Tough It Out. Give Armadillo and the villain each a tough status card. If 1 or fewer tough status cards were given this way, this card gains Surge. So we got a tough. That's fine because we can choose however we want to activate these. And so we can deal 4 damage with piercing before we do, remove 3 threats. And we got Happing Mad. Toad activates against you. If he's not in place, search encounter deck and discard pile for Toad and Adam to engage with you. So we get Toad. After Toad attacks and damages the character you control, discard 1 random card from your hand. No thank you. Pass. Rocket's got him. Don't worry. Okay. And then our turn. So we're going to do Weapons Master. We do have piercing on our attacks. And so this is going to knock the tough off. And then deal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then remove 3 threat from his scheme. We'll take it here. Alrighty. Mansion will draw us this last card. Do we want to shuffle anything back in before we do that, actually? Let's go ahead and attack with Rocket. So Rocket is going to deal 5, overkill 2. Put Rocket in our discard pile for the shuffle. Anything else? Honestly, let's go Nebula Ship, Helicarrier. Shake It Off. And Wide Stance to play Nick Fury. We'll draw 3 cards. We got a Lethal Intent. We'll shuffle and get an encounter card. And so this way we get some of those cards, like Shake It Off, we don't need in our hand right now, but I'd rather put it back in the deck so that we could draw into it at a good time. We have 2 more cards from Nick and 1 card from Mansion, so we're drawing 3 more cards. We got another Lethal Intent. Shake It Off, dang it. And a Power in All of Us. Okay, well, it didn't work. Let's go Power in All of Us and a Shake It Off to play Groot. We do have the option at this point to push Blob, but he's confused, so I don't really want to push Blob. I think I would rather let Blob attack, go down to Alter Ego, let him scheme, lose the confuse. Gross. We'll go Lethal Intent for a Cutthroat Ambition. We could go now. We would lose Nick's. That's fine. Let's actually hold on. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's flip down to Nebula. We will use a Lethal Intent to play a Cutthroat Ambition, which will draw us 2 cards. Defensive Training and Shake It Off. Nice. We will use Shake It Off to play Defensive Training. So exhaust this card, remove 1 training counter from it. It comes in with 2. And then we can shuffle a Protection Green event from our discard pile into our deck. So we could do Shake It Off. You know, we're actually doing fine. We're actually doing fine with our toughs and our blockers, so we're fine there. I could hang on to Lethal Intent. Do I want to hang on to Lethal Intent? I love FFG the catalog. Oh yeah, the LCG catalog. They're so good. They're so good. Oh my gosh, yes. We're going to Lethal Intent is so good. Let's toss Lethal Intent. I think I'm ready to start searching deep into the deck for some of the symbiote suits and stuff. So let's go ahead and stand up. And then we can, yeah, fine. I feel like we got a lot of lost efficiency with Nick, but I don't want to push right now because I want to maintain this confuse. So we got 6 cards. Where's Kit? There's Strength. Nice. What doesn't kill me? Oh wait, I wanted to recover because I was I was like, that's what I wish I got the Star Wars LCG. I I want a Star Wars cooperative LCG. 2, 4, 5, 6. There it is. I want a Star Wars cooperative LCG. I think that would be great. I am gonna get to play Star Wars Unlimited, which is the new TCG that they're doing at Gen Con. And so I'll have a video talking about that. Um, I don't think so. The Star Wars LCG, I don't think was cooperative. I think it was competitive. That's the one where you pick different pods and stuff instead. So it's like a pod builder instead of like a deck builder, which I think I've heard really good things. I've heard really fantastic things about it, but I don't think it was cooperative. I think it was a competitive game. Um, but yeah, it was. Hmm. I oh my goodness, I want a Star Wars one. We'll add one here. Blob is confused. And then we got encounter cards. First one is Hopping Mad. Toad activates against you. If he's not, he comes in. And then we've got a Pyromaniac. Pyro activates against you. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Make sure. Yeah, he is in there. Okay. Toad and Pyro. We are rolling hot with these minions. This is incredible. Okay, let's go Mansion to draw a card. To a Wide Stance. Okay. We got a Helicarrier. Cowboy Bebop LCD. That'd be awesome. For an Unyielding Persistence, I'm going to draw 2 cards. What doesn't kill me? And a Combat Ready. Ooh, okay. We've got a Strength. Actually, you know what? I think instead we're going to use a Lethal Intent and a Ship to play Ironheart. Draw a card. Evasive Maneuvering. Oh, Nick is gone. Nick is donezo. Okay. Anything that we want to shuffle in. We'll use a Strength for a Kit. We have any? We don't have any of our any combat readyable things. Actually, instead of the Strength, we're gonna use a What Doesn't Kill Me in a combat ready, and then we're gonna use Defensive Training. Hey, Beast No, how is it going? To shuffle What Doesn't Kill Me back into the deck. Hope you're doing well. We're doing a Protection Nebula build. It's a strange one so far. Okay, so that's shuffled back in. So now we are going to flip up to hero form, and we are going to have Ironheart attack and push block. So whenever we do that, we get a face down encounter card. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got Pyro. Oh, I should have killed Pyro first. And villain activates against that player. Gross. Okay, we will defend. That was an absolute blunder on my part. I should have killed Pyro. I have the ability to do that. Um, that's on me. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll block with Groot. So it's gonna be 1 plus 0. We heal Hangar Bay Ready's Groot. And then after Pyro activates against you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Take indirect damage equal to what the printed resource. So 2 total. And we'll throw that 2 total on. We'll throw 1, or we'll throw 2 on Groot. And Ironheart needs this. Pyro has toughness and 17 hit points. Too many hit points. Too few. Okay. If I hold the button down, it goes way too fast. I really like Nowhere with the Guardians. I haven't been able to make use of Kit though. Yeah, so Kit works really well if you are able to pump up attacks. So right now I'm at 4 attacks. So now this is 2 for 4. Once I get Symbiote Suit, it's gonna be a 2 for 5 damage because we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Symbiote Suit is 5, and so at that point, Kit just readies. The other way that I've really seen Kit be useful is in a repurpose deck where you can, uh, you know, get absurdly high basic stats and then just use 2 to ready over and over and over. Oh, I cannot use what doesn't kill me. I don't have enough damage. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, we're struggling, team. Um, that's really funny. Let's go ahead and throw 3, 4 at Pyro. I do have piercing, so we'll knock the tough and throw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, down to 13. Let's go ahead and strength for a Kit to stand up and throw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 9. Groot is a 3. Not quite enough. You know what? We're gonna actually throw it at Toad, and then 1 overkill onto Pyro. So Pyro's gonna heal 3. 1, 2, 3. And that takes out Toad as a threat. And we can go what doesn't kill me to play a evasive maneuvering, and we can stun or confuse. White stance we're going to toss, and we'll stand up. Yeah, I've stopped running 3x of what doesn't kill me so many times before. I haven't taken enough damage. Much prefer 2x now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think with Symbiote Suit it gets a lot easier because you don't really care about health and you're typically, really low. I just haven't played Symbiote Suit, but now then we're at 19, and we should always have stuff to heal. Star-Lord Web Warrior build with Nowhere and oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a fun deck. I still think probably my favorite Star-Lord deck is the Iron Man Voltron deck, where he makes Iron Man a Guardian and you play Guardians of the Galaxy, and every time you play an upgrade on an ally, you get to draw a card, and all the upgrades are free on Iron Man, so you're netting cards when you're playing. It's dumb. That was something I always wanted to know. If you have 1 damage to heal, because you cannot, because the cost arrow says to heal 2 damage from your hero. So heal 2 damage from your hero. We can't do that, so we cannot trigger it. Unfortunately. We'll draw 5. There's the Symbiote Suit. Let's get it. And energy to pay for it. What doesn't kill me? Mock Blocking Bird and a weapons master. Symbiote suit may be overkill at this point. Well, you know what? I kind of okay. We may go 3 villains. I usually just keep it to 2. We may go 3 just because I do want to see Symbiote suit pop off. We'll add 1 here. Pyro is going to activate against us for 1 plus a boost. We'll take it because we're about to get another tough. Yeah, we're about to get another tough. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Knock the tough off. And then we'll discard a 1 and a 1, so 2 damage. We'll actually take the 2 damage. 1, 2. Because then we can use what doesn't kill me. Good team. I love that combo. It made Star-Lord, Iron Man, Ronan, Voltron deck is really fun. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Replay a card to tutor Iron Man because he's the only Avenger. That deck slaps. Yeah, it's a really fun deck. It's a really, really fun deck. We got 2 encounter cards. We got an Assault. We'll block. Pyro's attacking us for 1 plus 1. The villain is Avalanche. It is not, so 2 damage, but we get to heal 2 damage, and we'll Hanger Bay Groot to stand him right back up. We'll discard a 1 and a... So we're taking 3 indirect damage. And we will throw that just on me again. Because we're about to play Symbiote Suit and not care about health. Take us down to 3. Then we've got a immovable. Blob activates against you. If he is not in play, go find Blob and put him into play. Oh, here's the first card. Guard. Sweet. Okay. Start of our turn, we will go choose to either stun or confuse an enemy. We will confuse Pyro. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. We'll go here. And then we will give Nebula a tough status card. There. Sweet. Let's go Mansion to draw us into a Gamora. That doesn't help. Nebula Ship, Helicarrier, and a Energy will play a Symbiote Suit. So we get +1 to all of our stats and +10 hit points. So we're going to go up to 13 hit points. Too many hit points. 13. And now we have a extra encounter card every turn. So, is it worth the trade-off? I don't know. Ugh, looks like we're going to be 1 card short of whatever I want to do. We could drop Blocking Bird instead. I was going to play like a What Doesn't Kill Me. But I think we're going to drop Blocking Bird. We're going to do this. Come here. We're going to stun Pyro. And then I think we should be ready to... Only have 6 damage here. So this is 3, 6. Throw 2 more damage on Groot to take out Blob. Mockingbird will throw 2 damage onto Pyro for a health. Let me see how many advances there are. I think even with an advance, we haven't seen any advances. So there's a good chance that we hit a advance on a flip down, which we still probably don't lose. And I do think I want to flip down. I think flipping down is the right call here. Let's go ahead and do that. Stand up. Actually, was defensive training exhausted? I didn't start an altar. Yeah, so we'll have used defensive training to shuffle a What Doesn't Kill Me back in. To a fairly thin deck. And so now with Symbiote Suit just going, yeah, we have a 7 hand size, 2, 4, 6. That's our deck. Okay, so we could see 2 advances here, and that would end our game. But that'd be okay. It is what it is. What's the worst that could happen, right? Okay. We will add. Actually, let's look up what we got. We got Starhawk, Victor, Rocket, X, What Doesn't Kill Me, Power and All of Us, and a Combat Ready. Okay, so we got 1 here on the main. We're confused. We got 2 cards coming in. First one is an advance, so Pyro is going to scheme for 2 plus 1. So that's 3. We got a Tough and Tumble. Each enemy with a tough status card schemes. If no enemy activated this way, this card gains Surge. It's going to surge into a Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support that we control. We'll toss Hangar Bay. And then we've got a Groundswell. We survive. Avalanche activates against you. If he's not in play, go find Avalanche and put him into play. There he is. After he attacks you, exhaust a character you control. I feel like Advance is just as bad as Shadows, especially in in solo play. It is. It is. Do we not have? We don't have any. Dang it. Let's go Mansion to draw a card. What doesn't kill me? Okay. I guess we will go Combat Ready. Discard. There it is. Cutthroat Ambition. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Take this down to 1. What a massive villain turn. Yeah, right? I'm feeling pretty good about us, though. We didn't get a technique. I was really hoping to grab a technique so that we could draw a card, but not in the cards for us. Let's go ahead and flip up to Nebula. We're at 10. We'll go Power in All of Us, a Rocket. Actually, hold up. First, we are going to attack for 2 here. Throw 2 damage at Avalanche, and that's going to knock out Ironheart. Then we're going to do this. We're going to go Power in All of Us, Rocket. We're going to hang on to Rocket. Power in All of Us, Helicarrier to play X. We're going to confuse Pyro. Save us. We're not flipping down, but that does save us from the advance at this point. X has 1 attack because of the courtyard, which is kind of funny. Nebula will attack for 4 on Avalanche, which will knock Avalanche out. We will go Victor and Starhawk to play What Doesn't Kill Me. Heal 2. 1, 2. To stand up. Actually, we're going to use Nebula's ship. Okay, hold on. So I used Victor and Starhawk to play What Doesn't Kill Me. I don't need the healing. So I want to talk about this real quick. So since we're at 13 health, we have a tough status card. I don't need the healing. So a ready is cheaper with kit, right? Because it's 3 cards versus 2 cards to ready. So I think instead, what I can do is I can play Rocket, which I probably should have done earlier, but here we are. I can play Rocket and also stand up and be fine. So let's go. Nebula is exhausted. We're going to use Nebula's ship and a What Doesn't Kill Me for Kit to stand up. We'll swing for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, taking him down to 6. We have a group attack for 3. 1, 2, 3, take him down to 3. That's going to end Groot. And then we're going to drop all of these for a Rocket. I think I had Retaliate at one point. I forgot that, but here we are. I do want to go 3. I'm going to go 3 villains on this one just because I am curious, because I want to play with Symbiote Suit a little bit. And I want to see the deck work. And so I don't think I'm ready to push Pyro. So I don't want to do too much there. Oh, I have Overkill. So Pyro is down 1. Pyro's at 2, which means that we can't attack with Mockingbird or Rocket if we want to maintain Pyro as the villain. I guess we'll go ahead and thwart for 3 here. And we will hang out with everything else. So let's go ahead and stand up. I'm kind of hoping for an advance at this point. No, well, he's confused. But Cutthroat Ambition removes 3 threat. Maybe a side scheme. That'd be great. We got Combat Ready, Shake It Off. Unyielding Persistence, beautiful. Defensive Training. And Defensive Training. Alrighty, not the turn you'd hope for. We got 1. Oh, wait, I get 1 more card because of Symbiote Suit. And Nick Fury, that helps a lot. 2, 4, 6. Perfect. We got 1 on the Courtyard. Pyro is stunned. And we got a couple of cards coming in. First one is a Tough It Out. Give a tough status card to Pyro. And it surges into Under Siege. Place 3 threat on here for each Brotherhood of Mutant minion in play. Or Brotherhood of Mutant character in play, which is just 3. It's Pyro. And Protect the Students. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme searches their deck and discard power for an ally and adds it to their hand. That comes in with 4. And a Crisis icon, meaning that we cannot take threat off the main. Alrighty, Cutthroat Ambition is going to trigger and take 3 off of Protect the Students. Also, X is gone. We discard him at the end of the round. Okay. Let's go Mansion. Wide Stance. Actually, we're going to have left this here, and we're going to have taken it off of Under Siege. Because we're going to go Nebula Ship to play Unyielding Persistence. And then we have 4 Thwart. We can take this off. Okay. We got a Helicarrier, 2 Defensive Trainings, and a Shake It Off to play Nick. We'll draw 3 cards. Weapons Master. Lethal Intent. Ooh. Ooh. And a What Doesn't Kill Me. Interesting. We don't have Piercing right now. So that's a little annoying. I think even though Pyro is confused, I think at this point I'm ready to push and we just will hang out. So let's go ahead and do that. We got Mockingbird going to knock off the Tough. And then we've got Rocket going to finish him off. We get Delta and counter card. We'll go even odd. Even. So it's Avalanche. After Avalanche attacks you, exhaust an ally you control. Comes in with 18 hit points. That's a lot of health. 18. And tough. So many tough status cards. Nick will go ahead and knock the tough. Okay. Okay, so if we go to What Doesn't Kill Me and White Stance to play Kit to ready Nebula, and we'll attack for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 13. We'll go Combat Ready for a Weapons Master, and we're going to hang on to our Lethal Intent. So we have Retaliate 1, and the specialist deal 4 damage. So we also have a Tough. We are feeling pretty good. We're going to block with Nick and preserve that Tough. We're going to get a Tough status card, so maybe we're not. I don't know. So many questions to be asked and so few. You did all 4 once because I was having fun with your Quicksilver deck. That's awesome. Nice. That's fun. Lethal Intent. We got Energy. Strength. Actually, before I draw anymore, do I have another Weapons Master in the deck. I do. Okay, sweet. Because that's what I was looking for the lethal intent. White Stance, powering all of us, too many resources, and another lethal intent. That is a rough hand right there. Hopefully Mansion will bring us something. Oh, we also never searched for a ally and put it in our hand. Here we are. It is Monday. Oops. Go 1 here. Avalanche is going to attack us. We will block with Fury. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough to knock Fury out. And then we have to exhaust. We'll exhaust Mockingbird. We got we got 3 cards coming at us. First one is a Brotherhood Beatdown. Avalanche, exhaust your identity. That's sad. Mutant Terrorist, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Brotherhood side scheme and reveal it. If it did not interplay this way, discard cards until you get yada yada yada. So go find the Brotherhood side scheme. We have not seen it yet. There it is. Comes in with 5. Ugh. 2, 4, 5. And then we've got a Pyromaniac. Pyro activates against you. Yeah. So we have to go find Pyro, and then he has Quick Strike. Oh, that's actually fine. So Pyro activates against you. Discard the top 2 cards. Take indirect damage. Oh, there's a Weapons Master. So 3 indirect damage will knock off the tough. Okay. It is now our turn. The enemy's gate is down. And so if we have Avalanche sitting at 13, are we lethal? Are we lethal is the big question. I think probably no. We're sitting at 4, 8. We're close to lethal. 10. We're very close to lethal. Let's push. So we'll give Nebula a tough status card. Weapons Master is going to hit Avalanche for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 9. Okay. Mansion will draw us into a Shake It Off. Not the finish he had hoped for. Ooh, that's tough. That's not what you want. Let's go ahead and Helicarrier for Wide Stance. We'll use a Power in All of Us for Kit. Just stand up. Nebula will take out Pyro, I think. Because we don't have lethal right now. We're at 9. We have 4, 6. So we'd be 3 short. And there's nothing we can do about that. Oh, this is a tough hand. Rocket will go ahead and take this down. Do we leave Pyro and thwart this instead? I think we do. I think this is a we lose card. So Pyro stays. We will go ahead and thwart for 4. No, it's only 3. Oh, that's fine. And then Rocket will take 2, so that's 5. So we can take that out. Pyro's going to hang out, but I mean, we're still sitting at 13 health. We're fine. We can soak the huge attack from Avalanche. Yeah, we'll be fine. I guess for fun, we'll Nebula ship for a lethal intent. Look at the top 3 cards in the encounter deck, discard 1 and put the others back in any order. So you got a Gang Up, a Armored Assault, and a Brotherhood Beatdown. One of these is going to be a encounter card. One of these is going to be a boost card. Each enemy with the tough status card gets +3 attack. That's going to be our... No, we're gonna get one of these as an encounter card and one of these as a boost card because we're about to deck out. We're going to take Armored Assault as our encounter card that we get dealt. We will take the gang up as a boost card. We'll discard Brother Beat Down, and we won't know what else is coming. Okay, we'll stand up. We will toss a lethal. Let's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do have 2 coming up. So we're gonna keep our lethal intent. We're gonna toss the Shake It Off. Okay, so we got 3. We draw 3. Oh, so we actually don't get that as. Okay, so I'm actually gonna swap these. We got lethal intent, Gamora evasive maneuvering, and another lethal intent. Yikes. We can stun or confuse a lot of enemies apparently. This is another one, so I don't quite know what that is. But we're at 9. Actually, we should be lethal. We should be fine. We're gonna add 1 here. An advance could kill us actually. Yikes. Avalanche is going to attack us. We will soak the attack with the tough. Boom. Pyro is going to attack us. Take 0. We'll discard the top 2 cards of our deck, which is actually just 1. So we take 1 damage. And we get an encounter card. We're going to get a lot of encounter cards. We're probably going to lose in advance. That would be my guess. If I had to guess what is about to happen, I think we're about to lose in advance. Okay. Got 3 cards coming in at us. First one we know is an Armored Assault. That's going to be 3. Every enemy with a tough status card gets +3 attack. Homo Superior gains +5 hit points. And Brotherhood Beatdown, sweet. Pyro take 2 indirect damage. 1, 2. Also, we needed to exhaust Mockingbird on the activation here. Down to 10. And then Avalanche, exhaust your identity. Okay, I'm already exhausted. I don't think I've remembered to ready, but here we are. Okay. Look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Discard 1. Got an advance, Under Siege, and a exhaustion. We can take the advance as the boost. We're going to toss exhaustion, and Under Siege is going to be our encounter card. Hopefully, are we lethal? Let's go Mansion. Draw into Power in All of Us. Power in All of Us kit. We're ready. Yeah, we're lethal. We got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't give it guard, right? No. So down to 5. We'll go Strength and a Nebula ship to play Gamora, which is 3 and then 5. There's game. Yeah, Nebula can be a little clunky. I like the way that the deck worked. I think it worked well. I did get a little hesitant there because we didn't see a lot of advances. We had already lost the main, and we didn't see our advances, and so I was like, it would be tough to kind of consistently not flip down. But I like the way the deck ran. I thought that worked a lot better than any other protection deck I've played before. I'm not sure how much protection played into it actually. I guess like protection had the Hanger Bay and What Doesn't Kill Me. What Doesn't Kill Me triggered one time, I think. I think in a longer game, which I mean, the games don't get much longer than this. Like, would we have just been better off not playing protection? Right? I guess that's the question. Did I play a protection deck or did I play a gray deck and rounded it out with green cards that I use for resources? We never triggered Shake It Off. I think Shake It Off is too much, right? We had either too many allies or too many toughs, and I would rather keep the allies because they help with support. So I would sub out the Shake It Offs. We don't need those. The defensive training, I like the idea of the defensive training shuffling the what doesn't kill me back in, and then having the what doesn't kill me so that we can drop Symbiote Suit. Maybe dropping Symbiote Suit earlier is no. I don't think dropping Symbiote Suit earlier is ever a good idea. Yeah, I like the deck. I like the deck. I think it needs a little bit of tweaking, but overall, I was pretty happy with it. Sweet. That means we got aggression next. We're gonna be doing aggression against Avalanche. Nice. Nebula Justice for sure. Your favorite? Yeah, yeah. Nebula Justice is the absolute bomb. I really enjoy the Justice, both like the Sunlock and just a standard Justice deck where you're just managing threat. It's a really good deck. I wonder how a Nebula one way or another deck would work. That could be kind of interesting. You could bring them out, and then you have just lean into the what is it? Lethal? No, it's not lethal intent. Cutthroat Ambition. If you lean into Cutthroat Ambition, and you can trigger the special abilities on this and use that to take out the side schemes, that would be really interesting. I think that would be a fun way to play. Cool. Alrighty, so that's protection. Let's go to the be right back screen. I'll see y'all in just a few minutes. I'm gonna go grab a refill on the coffee, and then we're gonna play some aggression. See you soon.